Hey, what's up you guys? It's Kenzie, and as you can see, my room looks different. I'm filming in a new spot in my room. I moved it around and I like this better. This week, it's going to be story time! And this week on story time, it will be my first time at Disney. So, I went to Disney in 2007 in August, and I was 7 years old at the time. And we got there, and we stayed at the All-Star Sport Resort. Like the cheap ones, the value resorts, and it wasn't bad. We barely spent any time at the actual hotels, so it didn't really matter to me. I had to share a bed with my cousin though, and that killed. She kicked me all the time. I ended up sleeping on the floor. But so my first day in Disney, I went to Animal Kingdom, and we went on the River Rapids, and of course, everyone else stayed fairly dry, but I actually got soaked. I was the smallest one out of the kids. I had a cousin who was 2 years younger than me, and I was like this, and he was like this. And then this, and then, yeah. Went on the River Rapids, and I'm soaking wet. And so we do the safari to dry me up, and the other people were slightly wet. So we did that, and that wasn't too bad. We did some other rides. I can't remember a lot of the rides because it was so long ago that we did. We did a lot of walking around. The one ride I will always remember from that day is the Expedition Everest. It was still fairly new, and so we bought fast passes for it, and we went on, and it was so... I was terrified. I thought it was just like a regular roller coaster, like we went to Canada's Wonderland. Nope, I was perfectly fine at the beginning, and then there was the Yeti, and then it went backwards. My cousin peed his pants. I was like in tears, like sobbing, and I'm like, Samantha, get me off! Samantha, get me off! That was how we ended our Animal Kingdom day. I cried. And I was still like shaking by the time we got back to the hotel. I was so scared. So the next park we went to was Epcot, and I don't remember many rides from Epcot. We didn't spend a full day there. We spent half a day there, and we mostly just went for food. I remember one place had really good bread, and I sat there and I ate probably my weight in bread. But then the next part of that day we just spent it at the pool, cause yeah. And then the day after we actually went to a water park. We went to Blizzard Beach, and I was that kid who hit on the lifeguards. 7-year-old who likes older men, just like me today. Yeah, I was the one who hit on the lifeguards. Sorry about it. The following day we went to Hollywood Studios, and that was fun. That was so fun. Especially Tower of Terror, because no one told me what was gonna happen. They just told me, are you sure you can handle it? They assumed I knew what it was. I'm like, yeah, I can handle it. I fit the height restriction. I got this. I loved it, but I cried. I cried of joy. A bunch of these rides. I was so sad when I couldn't go on the rock and roller coaster. Like, all my cousins could, but since I was so short, I couldn't get on. And then the next day we went to Typhoon Lagoon, and I don't know if they still have it, but if you were there in like 2007, they had the sickest wave pool ever. Like, the waves could knock me out. They didn't. Some guy almost fell on me, and I would have been like... So, and I remember the lazy river, because I was that kid, I didn't want to do anything. I was lazy from a young age. Oh, the second last day, we went to Downtown Disney. And the one thing I only remember about Downtown Disney was the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. My mom had given money to my aunt for me to get my hair and makeup done, like, at the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. I was so excited. And so I like run into the store while my other cousins were shopping. Me and my aunt, my cousin Caitlin, and my sister were all there. And I like rushed into the beauty parlor, and I like sat in a chair. And my aunt's like, "No, we'll just get a dress." What? What? I came for this. And I want it now. But the last day in Disney, we went to Magic Kingdom. I waited in line for like an hour to do the Haunted Mansion. Oh, it was so freaking worth it, though. Oh, when I went to Disney, before I even got there, I wanted to meet 5 people. I wanted to meet Sleeping Beauty, Tinkerbell, Peter Pan, Stitch, and Kim Possible. It was the first character I ever met with Stitch, and I cried. I was so happy, and I hugged him. I wouldn't let go. And then we found Kim Possible right after, and I was so freaking excited. I was like hyperventilating. My aunt thought I was having an anxiety attack, and I'm like, it's Kim. Then I met Sleeping Beauty, and she was so sweet. She told me I was pretty. Then we met Peter Pan and Tinkerbell, and oh, that was my favorite thing ever. I loved it. It was definitely a trip I'm always gonna remember. And I've gone back after, and I'm hopefully going back again very soon. But I definitely wouldn't trade that memory for anything in the world. So that is it for this week, guys. And let me know what you guys want to see next week. I hope you guys like this week's video, and I will see you next time.